Excel, it's kind of part of what we're all going to do, isn't it? We're all using Excel. Businesses across the world run on Excel. It is the bedrock of business, really. So how can we make Excel excel for? Alright, lads and lasses, welcome along, Excel. Day one, how can we start to transform what goes on in Excel to make it better for our business? How can we do that? What can we do? What steps are available to us? Right? One of the things I keep hearing from a multitude of people, the amount of people who've said the same thing to me, which is, oh, I love your videos, they're dead good, right? But I've got no time. Don't have time to do this. Like, it's, it sounds like it's really complicated, going to take lots of time to learn. Right? It doesn't. You can get started simply and easily, and then from there, you can keep growing, expanding your skills, getting better. And because your day one step is saving you time, right? Iterative improvements will start to help you learn and carry on showing improvement to your business, right? No company is going to say, tell you what, right? Pay us the same amount, didn't pay us any extra or pay for any training, right? And I'll get way better and we'll make everything much better for you. I haven't heard many companies go, oh no, I don't think we need that. That sounds rather silly. Right? Not how most businesses work, but prove us wrong. Tell us in the comments down below, right? So what are we meaning? Right? This is something that goes on, right? In loads of businesses. Data arrives. So I check my mailbox. There's the data. Brilliant. Got to open the data, copy it out of that file into my master Excel file. Check a few other things, like maybe resize tables, do things like that. Refresh everything, right? So run a full refresh. Might have to do it twice. There are a couple of bugs in Excel that's Excel, right? If you understand them, it makes sense, but when you're doing it, it's annoying, right? And then I'd have to copy and paste the results into a PowerPoint. Yeah, job done. Brilliant, champion, right? And I might have 10, 15, 20 different flavors of this stuff to send out. Gets a little bit dull. What can we do? Can Power BI or any of the Power Platform stuff help? In Excel, of course, in Excel, right? The answer is yeah. Excel has Power Query. Okay, you can break this cycle with Power Query. Your new cycle looks like this. Data arrives. Refresh Excel. Copy and paste the stuff into PowerPoint, right? So much quicker, right? If you know that it's going to do it all right, fine, when that refresh happens, right? You're copying and pasting the stuff out. It's barely taking you enough time to drink your coffee in the morning, Allegedly, other beverages are available, but, yet to really be, shown that works. So surely there's a catch to all this. What do I need? You're saying, what do I need to do, right? Firstly, you need to have Office 365. Many businesses these days have it. I've checked, you can even do this with a home subscription, right? It works with Excel on my home subscription, right? It works with the corporate O365 that we've got. So O365 is about all you need. I haven't been able to test it in the perpetually licensed versions, but dollars to donuts, you're going to find some issues with those. So I'm going to say O365 is the requirement. Right? And then a little bit of time. All we have to do, right, is set up a dedicated location where we're going to dump our files to. And chances are you've already got that anyway. So, who cares, right? So you've got that set up. We're going to build the Power Query connection and then decide if you want it to be exposed in your Excel file, either as a connection that you can connect to Power Pivot files or as a table. And then with the table, you might be able to remap all your pivot tables to it already and find it all works. You might not, right? Or you could, just use it as a connection and connect everything up to it and recreate your pivot tables. It's up to you, right? Your day one might start with a table, and then day 3 or 5, or, after you've done a few of it, you might think, I'm going to recreate everything because I'm saved some time. I want to validate that everything's still right. Okay? Because we're starting to get the time to properly look at the data. We're not like rushing. We're actually able to sit and understand and appreciate what's going on within our business. So leave it up to you. How about now, right? We're cut an hour into it, right? I'll have a little demo in Excel, show you kind of what I'm thinking of. Right? It's now difficult, now rocket sciencey, and I guarantee you'll be like, oh, I hadn't realised it was that simple, like. So what have you got to lose? It's cut an hour into Excel. So here we are in Excel. Let's head on over to the data tab. From there, we can choose to get data. And under file, you'll find, or from file, you'll find from folder. This is the key. I'm going to put in a folder name, choose to open it. Right? At this point, we're already starting. Remember to transform the data. So here we are with the data ready to go. The next secret step to do is to combine the files. Right? At this point, we've just read in what files are available in this folder. This combine, the arrows, 2 arrows pointing down with a line, combine files is where you want to click. You click here, and what it's going to do is it's going to write a macro style thing. It's going to write a function effectively in M that's going to go through and spin through one or more files that it finds. Let's click OK. So at this point, we'll expand it down. We're going to pick the establishment details and we'll click OK. So this food hygiene data here is going to show us, if we scroll across, we'll find it's Newcastle upon Tynes. Okay. I'm not going to do anything else in here, but what you could do is we could go through, we could expand the rating information, the geocodes, all the other stuff that we would look to do to build a proper data set, right? But I just want to show you the 2 options that are available, if you remember. So if we choose close and load to, right, I'm going to bring it through as a table, but I'm also going to take this, make the data in your data model, yeah? So it's available as part of the data model. A data model is where you start a crossover into Power BI. So you can write DAX against it. You can do all those other things. At this point, we've just got a table of data in, yeah? So this would be just like any other table of data that you saw. We've got our normal spreadsheet. So you might be saying, well, where's that connection? If I went through and I said, insert a pivot table, I can then choose from an external source. And at this point, we can see all the connections that are available. So I can pick Power Query, for example, which is the table name that we've got, and choose to create it here. And then from there, tell you what, right, let's bring in the rating value, and let's also bring in the local authority name. Let's put that at the top. And then I'm just going to put a count in of these. So we've got a count, right? Here's the basics. Done. If you'd gone with the table route, just like anything else that you've built, any other table, what you've got on your table design, you can summarize that in a pivot table. You can see it's similar screen. Click OK. And we can do exactly the same. So we bring in the rating value, put it there, and count the names, right? And we'll get the same, right? Well, that's so far so good, but I didn't understand what you're talking about. Where's the benefit to me? The benefit to you comes here, right? So right now, in this Power Query folder, I've got 1 file. I could bring this up and I could say, wait, let's put 2 in. So Control C to copy that. Put it into here, Control V. Right? There's 2 files in here now. So if I come through and choose to refresh all, what's going to happen? It's going to read both the files. So we'll see the numbers will jump up from 2,500, 3,600. Right? If we come through here, we'll see suddenly we've got a second area imported. What else can we do? I don't see the benefit. Suddenly, it's just going to give me report after report with all my stuff pulled together, man. You're not helping. So let's cut an hour and choose to edit the data again. When we come in here, we can see on the right-hand side, we've got our steps. And the first step that we've got, when we refresh it, you can see we could filter that, couldn't we? So if we chose to have just the latest from the date created and insert that step and then save and close, what will actually happen when the data refreshes is, no matter how many files are in that folder, we'll only ever produce charts based on the latest one. So what do you reckon then? Bet that was a bit of a surprise, yeah? Being able to look at the food hygiene data, that makes it really clear the difference between the files. If you think through the way it'll work for you, where you get a file arrives for last week's performance, for example, you can set it up using that latest filter to just show that file, the latest file in the list. You could also pull everything in, and this is probably where you're getting into that second, third step iteration as you go. Pull everything in and set up date filters, because you can set slicers up and link that slicer to multiple pivot tables, even on different pages, and then use a date range slicer to pick the date range that you want to look at. And that's kind of, wait, I could pick up stuff from multiple files. Yeah, you can, right? It will all work for you, and it's not needed any more work from you once you've got the basic connection done. You just hit refresh, refresh, refresh. Oh, I've got to save the file to the location, refresh. So, if you like that, we're thinking of doing this little Power Query thing, be about a 2-hour video, training session. We're going to do this as a little session for day one. How can we help? Right? And we'll probably do it at a nice low price point. I'm not going to, it makes so much sense that we can help people start a transition away from the churn and just that whole churn piece. And don't forget, watch what other video on churn as well. Maybe if you watch it twice, you might be at the point of, I kind of see what's going on here, because, I like to see things multiple ways, and then I can sort of figure, right, I could do this, I could do that. But anyway, I'll leave that up to you. Yeah. So don't forget, like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Head on over to our website and become a member and get involved and have your say and tell us what you think about what we're doing. For now, though, have a great week. Take care of yourselves. Ta-da.